And Feeding Tampa Bay and our friends at Hillsborough County. It's a big and important day for us. One of the things that we often say about the issue of hunger is it needs powerful, strong, committed champions to help us move forward. There perhaps is no greater, or more powerful, or successful champion in our community than the Rays have been in the past as a brand, but also as a group of folks that have done a terrific amount of work in making our community better. I was at the game last night and I was struck when you ran the ad about all the different partnerships and charities that you guys are supporting in our community, and the impact is substantial. And so great causes like ours need great champions. And so we've been talking to the Rays about how we can grow and build our partnership and move forward and develop a much greater response to hunger, and in particular childhood hunger. And so one of the key things that we do here with all of our volunteers, I think you all know that we have about 20,000 folks, 15 to 20,000 folks that volunteer with us every year that come in and spend time like the Rays did today. Let's hear it for the Rays volunteers. I understand they did a great amount of work. We appreciate that. So our volunteers are the lifeblood of what we do. They allow us to feed the community. And so we wanted a way to engage and excite our volunteers in a much different way. And so one of the things that we do is we count meals and we celebrate the amount of work that our partners do every day. But we wanted to use the Rays as a partner and say, how can we do that a little bit differently? So we came to you with a much different idea, which your folks said, well, this may be really cool. Because the greatest issue that we have around hunger is the lack of awareness. And so with us, our brand and the power of the Rays brand, we want to bring awareness to hunger in a much different way. So I'd like to first say thank you to the Rays for what you've done in the past. You've been a champion for hunger for many, many years. And more importantly, I like to say thank you for what you're about to do. We've got a 3-year partnership to move forward and really substantially and thoroughly attack the issue of hunger for children in our community. I'll let Brian talk about that a little bit more. So again, today, big day, exciting. We couldn't be happier. I'd like to introduce and thank Brian and the rest of the Rays team first for being here with us. So Brian, perhaps you talk a little bit about why the Rays are partnering with us, why this is important to you.
We're so happy to partner with you all. My staff, our staff, I should say, at the Rays, for everybody who's been here since I think 8:50 in the morning, if not earlier, working to get those meals placed where they need to be. At the Tampa Bay Rays, our mission is to energize our community through the magic of Rays baseball. And we don't kid ourselves that winning baseball games is the #1 way that we do that. But so much of the other work that we do is every bit as important. And today's a great example of that. Over the last few years, we've donated over 500,000 meals to people in need, people who would otherwise be going hungry. As you mentioned, in the next 3 years, we've donated another 500,000, so that's a total of 1 million meals over the Rays partnership period, which is truly remarkable. And while we certainly wish that no child was going hungry, it brings us great joy and pride to know that we're helping to work in partnership with you all to make that significant change in those kids' lives. So we are absolutely thrilled today to announce, I believe, the unveiling of a new scoreboard that'll keep track of all the meals that get produced here, hopefully energize the volunteers that are the lifeblood of this organization even more than they already are by the mission of Feeding Tampa Bay.
So we have 2 things we're going to do. Brian's going to unveil a scoreboard, but I asked for a point of personal privilege. I've always wanted to throw out a first pitch. So this is my opportunity. You see we have the home plate set up, so Brian has graciously agreed to allow me to throw out a first pitch to celebrate the unveiling of the partnership, and then we'll unveil the scoreboard. So Commissioner Merman, if you'd stand in at bat, we'd appreciate that. I'll try not to hit you with a pitch. I'm kidding, I wouldn't even remotely stand close to that. But if you'll hold this for a moment. Got you a glove, buddy. It's like the one I was 12.
This is what's called a high downside situation.
Yeah. I'm going to be bringing the cheese here. Okay, we ready? With that, let us, I don't know what those feet are there. So let us unveil the Rays scoreboard. Are you ready, Antoine? Okay, pull. So what this will allow us to do is talk about who our volunteer partners are. Today it's the Rays. Has the Rays great logo in there, and we'll be able to talk about the number of volunteers, the number of meals, And all the groups that come in, they get really energized and excited about the idea of their accomplishment with us. We did want to note the 1 million meals that you both supplied in the past and will supply in the future. Let's hit a round of applause for the raise. Secondarily, though, I understand you brought us a little gift, a little surprise today, so perhaps you'd like to talk a little bit about that, Brian.
Thank you, yeah, and I believe Hillsborough County's done the same, so as Commissioner Merman mentioned as well, we brought a platter of cereal as part of the Cereal for Summer program to get some of those hungry kids off to a great start every morning.
We appreciate that. So the Cereal for Summer program is our second year with Channel 10, a great partnership, and children are at greatest risk of hunger. 1 in 4 children in our community are hungry today. And one of their most challenging meals is a good start to the day with a healthy box of cereal, or in some instances, a particularly tasty box of cereal. So we appreciate the Rays doing this. And Commissioner Merman, if you would, right, silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. How many people remember that? So Commissioner Merman, thank you for what Hillsborough County has done, and perhaps you'd like to talk a little bit about your commitment, long commitment to hunger in our organization as well as to our community, and in particular this huge amount of cereal you've donated today.
Thank you, Tom. And I first want to thank Tom for his extraordinary leadership. And I mean, it's extraordinary leadership for Feeding Tampa Bay. We would not be here, we would not have this partnership without you. And we owe you a world of gratitude. We're building partnerships with you every single day. And I know the county has an aspirational goal of 500,000 meals also. So we're going to get there. I know we have a great partnership, of course, with the Rays. We're going to build stadiums and build relationships with Feeding Tampa Bay. So we've got a twofold goal here. But no, Hillsborough County is so proud to announce our 9,000 meals and 500 boxes of cereal today. So we're just very, very proud of our employees. This is, I believe, our first year we have done this, so we are going to be go get them at it next year. I see Raymond over there. We're going to invite him down the county. He's going to go to every office, and we're going to get more cereal from everybody. But no, we're just very, very excited about this partnership. We're going to do more in the coming years. It's about helping the people in Hillsborough County. We still have people in poverty. We have children who are hungry. We need to feed them, give them a quality of life, and that's what you're offering, and that's what Hillsborough County and the Rays are offering also. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Nothing happens in a child's life, or a family's life, or a senior's life without access to nutritious food. From that, everything that is possible in life happens, and our job is to make sure that there's a meal on the table today where there is want of one. And so we can't do that without y'all's help. We're thrilled to have y'all's help, and we look forward to doing more with you and for our community together. So thank you all for being here today. We're really happy that you could all join us. And again, let's have a huge Feeding Tampa Bay round of applause for the